Get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, the one, the only Nate Diaz, making the walk yet again. It's been a long time, but Nate Diaz is back tonight. He has put in all the right work. You know, few guys in this division work harder than Nate Diaz. It's good to see him back.
And you notice it, John, right? The cardio. The cardio is one thing that stands out about Nate Diaz. He looks like he's just touching guys with all of the strikes, but the build-up from all the activity that he puts out usually will make his opponents wilt. And once he gets him to the ground, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt that can finish the fight with a number of submissions.
He'll hit you with the open hand, too. He'll invoke that Stockton slap. You think we see that tonight?
Stockton slap, but it's just so disrespectful. What I love watching is so Nate Diaz.
He's got to get you a Lafayette slap or something. Good to see Nate Diaz back here tonight, one of the biggest fan bases in the world, and they are all watching right of Stockton, California here tonight. So here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George "Rush" St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St-Pierre. He truly changed the game.
George "Rush" St-Pierre, set to face Nate Diaz. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nate Diaz! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, George "Rush" St-Pierre.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, there's just a special feeling in the building. At the beginning of every round when George St-Pierre is fighting, and even if the prevailing wisdom is that he wants to get this fight to the ground, every MMA round begins on the feet, and this just in, George St-Pierre's got a pretty good jab. We'll see if he can put it to good use. St-Pierre gets the early takedown. Nice start to the round for him. Let's see what he can do.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, hammer fist here by George St-Pierre. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Diaz.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Nice transition.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Nice counter right hook there. Well, he's connected on a few hooks so far here in the round, and there it is again. So every time he goes back to the well with that hook, he seems to find the target.
He does a great job of finding the placement on that shot. It is a great weapon to have. Another big takedown.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. St-Pierre's in half guard now.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Nice shot there by the champ.
Good work from the top here by St-Pierre. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
In the half guard. Great job landing from the top position. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
He's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Diaz. Oh, good ground and pound here. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. The reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique. He's gonna choke him. There it is.
Oh, he gets out.
He was able to get his momentum going back towards the opponent and back in the opposite direction to get his hips back and his chest down towards the mat.
And you just spilled your popcorn all over the broadcast tape.
Absolutely did, John. You know I love popcorn.
All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him doing it. You can see him sneaking looks to see where that hand is going to be. He's sneaking looks because he's going to find the opportune time to drop that big hook over the top.
And there it is. The fighter lands yet another hook. Second round, straight ahead. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, nice job there by the corner after that previous round as our next round gets underway, and their fighter is undeterred. He was close on the submission in the previous round. He's going to get right back to it.
He's like a dog on a bone. He's going to continue to attack until he eventually gets what he wants. Big double leg level change.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Using a lot of good movement.
Oh, another brutal hook by him there. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. He was able to fight through them in the previous round. Still plenty of time to go in this one.
Still plenty of time to go in this round. And if he is not careful, one of those hooks will put him to sleep.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St-Pierre.
It's work.
This is a terrible position.
Relentless pressure from the top by GSP. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. All right, feet on the hips here. Diaz is back in full guard now.
He passed the half guard.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight. Great shot from the top position.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. St-Pierre's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by George St-Pierre.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Oh, man, what a strike from the bottom.
Diaz is back into full guard. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. St-Pierre going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by George St-Pierre. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Continuing to work out of the half guard. Hey, 20 seconds to go, round two. 15 seconds to go. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
10 minutes in the can. All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Slips. Oh, huge Superman punch. All right, right, so not exactly the approach we thought we would see out of this BJJ player. His ground game, you can argue, as good as anyone's in this division, yet he hasn't attempted a single takedown.
Has not even attempted a takedown. I would never have expected this, John. I don't understand what is going on in this fighter's head. He needs to get the fight to his wheelhouse, and that is on the ground in the grappling. I don't know, man. Pride is a weird thing, and it seems as though he's fighting with pride tonight.
GSP goes for the takedown. He misses. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Nice.
And that one certainly found the target. Oh, trying to turn out the lights with that roundhouse kick, but just misses.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out. Our guys start to attack triangles. Yeah, he's in half guard here. Oh, right into mount. That was a slick transition.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, side control now. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, there's no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He's taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Good, solid strike on the ground. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
He passes the half.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the field.
This is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling, and that's exactly what they got in that exchange.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not head-hunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now. He's starting to show himself. He's going guillotine! Yep, that guillotine. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
Beautiful transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by St-Pierre. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
Ready. Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
There's the jab. There's another one. So the double jab is there by George St-Pierre. Single leg takedown attempt here, and did that get you out of your seat? Beautifully done by him there.
Oh, man, I jumped up and down. If I watch the Olympics or a mixed martial arts fight, you don't see single legs this good unless you're watching a real high-level wrestler. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by GSP. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise there.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see...
Oh! Just over 3 minutes to go. Whiffs on the right hand. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood is coming from the cut.
Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by St-Pierre.
That was nice.
Good work from the top here by George St-Pierre. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground. That's very important.
Side control now. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially...
Oh, he's got his back. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. St-Pierre's in half guard. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Nice defense there. Huge block. 20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Fighter lands a kick now, and a pretty good one at that. Nice counter shot there. Oh, man, this is one thing you do not want to get kicked in the head at MMA.
You cannot take too many of those head kicks, but this guy gets his leg up there so fast, sometimes you don't see it coming. Great timing on that double leg.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George St-Pierre.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
He's having his way with him here. Oh! Reverses the position there. Nice transition by George St-Pierre.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Nicely done.
And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Now he's going full mount.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Diaz is right back to the full mount.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Diaz. All right, so from being dominated to in the dominant position. Nice reversal on the ground.
Oh, nice.
Diaz is in half guard. Great work here from the bottom fighter. Working out of the half guard here. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Big power shots landing. Oh, how about that reversal by him there?
Oh, good defense, yes.
You need to work on this position.
Beautiful ground and pound, and that will cut him. Ref will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Diaz. So wisely, he continues to attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see a cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get your hands on that cut. You want to punch him in it. You want to elbow him in it. Anytime you see your work paying off, you go down the path.
Look how excited you just got talking about punching a dude who's already wide open. Like, you got really excited.
It is, right? And I'm old now. I don't even want to fight no more, but I do love a little damage.
1 minute to go in the fight. St-Pierre's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, that looks wicked tight. Oh, he got out. Wow, so somehow, some way in this final round, back to the feet.
It's like he's playing the lottery, John. He got to his feet now. Does his numbers hit? He has got to hit every button to try to get a finish.
Done. Drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Oh!
Final seconds of the fight. All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion, or what?
I do believe he's still champion, but that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George